So here we have some extra practice for finding the surface area of pyramids and cones. And if you've done the prisms and cylinders already, you'll know that we'll have 3 pages. We'll have one for pyramids, one for cones, and one that has a pyramid and a cone. So before we get into that, let's go ahead and review the surface area formulas. For a pyramid, the surface area formula is the area of the base, because there is only one base, plus 1/2, I should add that here, 1/2 times perimeter times slant height. And for a cone, which is more or less just a circular pyramid, you can think about it like that, the area is pi r squared plus pi rl. So if you need to go ahead and write these down, again, the surface area formula for a pyramid is base plus 1/2 the perimeter times the slant height, and the area is pi r squared plus pi rl for a cone. Pause the video and write those down if you need to. Otherwise, we are going to move on to our first 2 pyramids. So here we have 2 pyramids, a square pyramid and a triangular pyramid. Go ahead, pause the video, find the surface areas, and when you're ready to move on, unpause, and we'll go through the 2 answers. So for number 1, we have a square pyramid again. Formula first, base plus 1/2 perimeter times slant height. The base of our square has sides of 5 centimeters, so the area of that is 5 squared. 1/2, the perimeter is 5 times 4 because it's a square, so the perimeter is 20, times the slant height, which is 7.5. 5 squared is 25. 1/2 of 20 is 10, and 10 times 7.5 is 75. So our overall surface area is 100 square centimeters. Now if we move on to the second pyramid, which has a triangular base, it's a little bit more difficult. Still same surface area formula. Surface area is the base plus 1/2 the perimeter of the base times slant height. For this case, the base is a triangle. We know that the base and the height of the triangle are 3 and 6. So 1/2 base times height for the area of a triangle is 1/2 times 3 times 6, which is 9. So the base is 9 square inches. Plus we're going to take 1/2 the perimeter, and we know the sides of the triangle here are 3, 5, and 6. So 3 plus 5 plus 6 is 14, times the slant height, which is 8.25. So 9 being the area of the base, 1/2 of 14 is 7. 7 times 8.25 gives us 57.75. Add that to 9 and get 66 and 75 square inches. That is our surface area for that pyramid. Now let's take a practice with 2 cones. Go ahead, pause the video, work through the surface area formulas, and unpause when you're ready to move on. So for number 3, we have a radius of 3 inches and a slant height of 36 inches. Our surface area formula is pi r squared plus pi rl. The radius is 3 inches, so the first one is pi times 3 squared. Then pi times 3 times 36, because it's a very tall cone. 3 squared is 9, so 9 pi plus 3 times 36 is 108, so plus 108 pi. 9 plus 108 is 117 pi total as the surface area, and if we multiply 117 by 3.14 for the approximate surface area, we end up with 367.38 square inches. Again, 117 pi for exact, 367.38 for approximate. For the second cone, we have a radius of 2 millimeters and a slant height of 10.25. Again, our formula is going to be pi r squared plus pi rl. R is 2, so the first 1/2 is pi times 2 squared, which is 4 pi. The second half is going to be pi times 2 times 10.25. 10 1/4 times 2 is going to be 20.5 pi. Add those together and get 24.5 pi is the exact surface area. Well, we multiply 24.5 times 3.14 to get the approximate surface area. We end up with 76.93 millimeters squared. And finally, the last set, we have a cone with a diameter of 8 inches and a slant height of 2.5 inches, and a pyramid on the right side that we're going to find the surface area for. Go ahead and pause the video, find the surface areas, and unpause when you are ready to move on. So for number 5, again, our formula is pi r squared plus pi rl. The radius here, we know the diameter, which is 8 inches, so the radius is 4 inches, because the radius is just half the diameter. So this is pi times 4 squared plus pi times 4 times 2.5. This is going to be 16 pi. This is going to be 10 pi. 16 plus 10 pi is 26 pi. And if we find the approximate surface area by multiplying 26 times 3.14, we get 81.64 inches squared. And now for the pyramid, area of the base plus 1/2 the perimeter times the slant height. The area of the base is 42 square millimeters. We know that this is a pentagonal pyramid because the base is a pentagon. Each side of that base is 6 millimeters, so the perimeter is 6 times 5, or 30 millimeters, times a slant height of 12. 42 is just, well, 42. When we multiply 1/2 times 30 times 12, we end up with 180. And 42 plus 180 is 222 square millimeters.